We always wanted to have caravans in our game, like a proper carts with NPCs guarded, maybe with animals. And then we also decided to add some rules to make it more reliable and more useful for players, so they can actually set up something for their specific needs.
Caravans make the gameplay much more immersive in a way that now you see people carrying goods around the world, and that's not just your people, it's also caravans that belong to villages. There are wandering merchants that transport resources between villages. It just makes it more real, because now distance is an important factor that you need to consider, and there are different ways to play with it, different choices you can make based on it.
Caravans completely changed the way logistics work in our game, in Bellwright. Previously it was just item teleportation that didn't require actual NPCs, and now that is basically the hard requirement, that instead of doing something like harvesting or crafting, your NPCs actually need to be a part of the caravan. That's needed pretty early, for example, like settlement deliveries with outposts, or trading like ores or a river reed. And right now you actually have two gameplay opportunities. Before it was just one way to do that: set up an outpost, set up a delivery, and that's it. And right now you can choose. You can choose either trading or outposts. And both of those have their own advantages and disadvantages, because as you know, caravan is actual NPC moving with a cart, and that means that bandits or hostile animals can attack it. Which also requires this caravan pass either to be cleared in advance, or it requires guards, which highly reduce the chance of caravan being attacked.
You can play Bellwright in lots of different ways, and trading just adds another playstyle to it. It's really there to allow you to solve problems in different ways if you want to. Our vision for Bellwright is it is a simulated world that lives by its own rules that don't necessarily depend on player. And trading is a part of it. Villages are not just selling resources because they're selling resources. Villages selling resources because they produce them, because different villages can produce different things and they need different things to operate. And that's why there are wandering merchants, and that's how trading also comes into it. When you see caravan walking on the road, when you meet some wandering merchants, you know that this is not just random NPCs that spawn just for you. No, they're actually transporting resources that someone needs. And if, God forbid, you attack them and you rob them, you will see that someone needed those things, and that will affect someone. Maybe you robbed a caravan with iron that was needed to produce weapons, and now you can use it yourself. Our vision for the project stays the same. It is a simulated, immersive world that lives in its own rules, that player can interact with, but that doesn't revolve around players' actions. And in the future, we are going to continue moving in that direction. You will see hunters, lumberjacks, etc. Around the village doing their daily duties, daily jobs. You will see different production happening in the villages, and you will see how your actions, how development of villages is actually reflected in the world. And we are looking very much to see that in game ourselves. Our economy is a complex system. It is necessarily complex to achieve the level of simulation that we pursue, but it is layered complexity. A lot of it is hidden from the player unless he really wants to dive into it. When player starts the game, he doesn't need to worry about all those things happening in the background. He can build some caravans and he can send them to villages just to get some resources he needs or to earn some money, just looking at what they are selling, what they are buying, what are the good prices, etc. After liberating first villages, player can start developing villages. He can start investing into different facilities with the purpose of making village grow, but it's never necessary, and player can choose his own way to interact with economy. Of course, these handheld cards that we're adding right now are just a first step. In the next updates we will expand it into having larger cards, not necessarily pulled by people, and that can transport much larger quantities of resources, and will probably also require some more infrastructure work to be effective.